So, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my period. I don't know if it's my period ending. But I want to do stuff. Like I do. There's so much stuff in my room I want to do. I need to make a call that I want to make. And yet, no matter what I do, like the coffee I drink, the water I drink, the energy smoothies I make, I take my medication, and it's just like still like a medication is definitely not a fix-all. You're still gonna feel certain aspects. I mean, I obviously don't feel as anxious because I took my anxiety medication, but it's like still like that whole like I hate it. I want to do something productive, but I can't. I don't know. I just really hate those days where you're like wanting to be productive and you see all this stuff you want to do and you want to do it, but it's like you'll put that music on to pump you up, or you'll pump yourself up. You'll be like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and then you go to do it, and it's like, ugh, I don't want to. I want to sit back down, but then I don't want to sit down, and it's like this constant battle. Like I added some blue mascara to kind of, I don't know, add a little something to my day, I guess. Make myself feel a little better, I guess. I don't know. But, like, I hate these days. Like, God, it's been, like, I know it has to do with, like, my period, especially because I had it this, like, whole week, and I'm, like, today's, like, my last day. So, like, I know that's a factor, but still, like, I want to get out of this fucking funk. Like, I need to start being more motivated and doing stuff like I want to instead of I don't even know what's controlling me, like, my body, my fucking mind, me. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna start posting these on my YouTube channel. Like, I know I was, like, not in the mood to make videos, but, like, this is kind of different because it's therapeutic for me, and it's a way for me to get it off my chest when I can't relate with anyone else. And, like, I don't know, it's just, like, sometimes you don't need the feedback because their feedback just is always the same, or it's not helpful and stuff, so, like, or they get into their own problems, and it's like, well, I guess my problems don't matter. So it's like, you know what, I'll just depend on myself and my camera, and just talk. So I don't know, because I know a lot of people have to be struggling, and it's hard, some days you are doing great, and you feel great, and you're doing stuff, and you feel productive, and then there's other days where you're like, I don't want to do anything. I want to, but I don't want to do anything, I just can't get myself to do it. I mean, it's like, see, this right here is bugging me. It's a struggle, dude. Anyone who deals with mental illness, especially, it is a struggle. I mean, it really is, especially when you have multiple mental illnesses all coming at you at once. It's hard. I mean, medication does help a ton. I will say, I was someone who thought about suicide every single day. I attempted suicide twice. The second time I almost did actually die. I was on a respirator. I was out for like 2 days in a coma. So, like, I thought about suicide a lot. And I will say, since getting on this new higher dosage of antidepressants, I don't think about it as often, if ever. I mean, sometimes it does pop in my head when I look at what I'm doing in my life or look at myself, and I'm just like, ugh, why am I here? And I know that's not a way to think, but I'm being honest with you guys because it's okay to be honest, you know. I mean, not to like blame me not doing stuff and all that shit on only my mental illness, because I could have the power to overcome it and still push through and do these little things. But at the end of the day, I guess in my head I rationalize like, well, it's not like something I need to do right away. It's just something I want to do so that my room is better fixed, because like they say, a disorganized, unfinished room, cluttered room can get into your mental health just like toxic people can affect your mental health, which is something I've learned extremely well this year, and that's why I really don't hang out with anyone, honestly. I just am a homebody, stick to myself. I don't honestly need people. Animals are good enough for me. They're companions no matter what. They love you, they don't talk about you, and if they do, you can't understand it, so. But yeah, I mean, everyone has their good and bad days. It just sucks dealing with it, but you gotta push through. I mean, that's the only thing I can say. And now, trust me, when I say push through it, I hate when people are like, oh, just push through your anxiety or your depression, it's okay, just like push through it, you can get through it. And it's like, it's easier said than done. Even if this person is going through the same thing, we don't all have the same reactions to depression, to anxiety, to whatever we're dealing with. So not everyone reacts the same. Some people can push through it a lot easier than others. Others, it just consumes them and they just can't move, unfortunately. And it's hard, and it's something that a lot of us, including me, are going to be dealing with for years to come. I think as years go on, and the help you get and the medication, if you decide to be on it, also can help you better yourself and get control and understand more of what you're going through and understand why you do certain things. So I think that helps over the years to learn about what you're dealing with. And yeah, so I think at the end of the day, yeah, it takes time. I mean, if you put in the work, I guess, if you get the help, if you get on medication, if you want, these are all choices that are up to you. If you want to better yourself, no one says you have to take medication to better yourself. That's your choice. I personally think it makes a huge difference, and there's no reason to be ashamed at all, whether you're a man or a woman. It does not matter. It shows that you are getting the help you need, that you want to fight what you're dealing with every day. You want to be better, and that is strength, and that is what you are showing. Just remember that. I'm not saying you have to take it to show strength. I'm just saying showing that you're fighting to find ways to cope with this and to understand what you're dealing with and getting the help that you need and taking one step at a time every day is really great. And I think that's at the end of the day all we can really do. I do think a lot of us do feel alone. I mean, this is something I've dealt with. I felt alone, especially when people around you don't understand you, don't, know what it feels like, and it's hard to explain something to them. They have no idea what it's like. So to them, it's like, oh, just get over it, or, oh, okay. Whereas to you, it's something that's all consuming, it's something that really hurts you, and it's hard to deal with, and it's a struggle. And just know you are not alone. There are so many people like you who also feel alone, and you are not alone. I want to let you know that I've thought about it. I'm alone at times, but you know what? You are not alone. And anytime you feel alone, maybe you write how you're feeling in a journal. Maybe write out like a poem or something and just kind of, I don't know, get those words out if you feel alone and feel like you can't turn to anyone, or record yourself saying, I know these are not the type of videos I make on this channel, but you know what? It's my channel. I'm gonna post whatever I choose to post. And if you want to stick around and watch, then you can. If you feel like you don't want to be seeing this kind of content, not saying it's gonna be every day or all the time, but if you feel like you don't want to see it, that's totally fine. You can unsubscribe, stop watching. I mean, obviously, my channel's still gonna be any video, Riverdale, mental health, things I'm going through, just talking, movies, whatever I choose it may be. And that's just how I'm gonna start going forward with my channel and forward with my life and working on myself. And, you know, I don't know, just kind of talking about it really helps. And even if you don't post it, at least getting it out helps. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, I hope you can, like, relate or, like, understand or, like, you feel not so alone. And maybe it just